also, I need to update the tier list. Yeah. We got like 10 minutes before the new season comes out. So this is the tier list for the current season. But there's been the mid-season patch, which impacted just Melusi, no? Spark my memory. What happened? I think Ella got impacts, doesn't change a fucking thing. And then Melusi got buffed with a secondary shotgun and another Banshee. Echo got ACOG, true. Echo goes up 1. Echo goes up 2? Does Echo go from utter garbage to balanced by getting an ACOG? Why am I lost the ACOG? Yeah, that doesn't change anything. But true. Wamai is going to be above average because he's better than Jaeger. I guess what you could do is you could put Wamai in balanced and you can put Jaeger in C. Because I think Jaeger's value technically goes up because Wamai is worse. And if Jaeger got the ACOG, I actually think they would be basically evenly squared off. Because we're better in different ways. Echo balanced. I don't think there's any changes I would make to Echo right now. He's just hard to fit in the game because of how fast it is. It's rare that the timer goes to 0. Melusi. But you need to keep track of this. Hold tight. I need to keep track of this. I'm not keeping track. Because we have a system here, right? I'm gonna put in this. I'm gonna put in this. So Echo plus 2. Jaeger plus 1. Oh my god, I'm using a different keyboard. Melusi plus how much? Where is she? Melusi is currently on B. She's S tier. So Melusi plus 2. And then we have Wamai go down 1. Because what I'm doing is I'm tracking the progression. So after SI, this is for mid-season, this is Manchester or whatever, and then you have the current season. So like I'm tracking exactly what happened. Just need to fix the pictures, is all. So Why Melusi S tier? She got a 4th Banshee and secondary shotgun. You can play Melusi on every single bomb set in the game now. She is absurdly broken. I'm considering putting Fenrir in A tier. Because I actually think Melusi is stronger than Fenrir in most use cases. With Fenrir, you can only activate 3. With Melusi, you can activate 4. And they're always activated. And you can't lose any codes. And the only thing is Fenrir gives you intel and it's a different weapon. But they're both basically S tier material, I'd argue. So my -1, Echo plus 2, Jaeger plus 1, Melusi plus 2. Does anything else change? The garbage operator is still garbage. Sorry, guys. The below is still below average. Balance is still balanced. Above average is still above average. I would kind of put Muncie in S tier, but I think it requires too much coordination for it to be justified. Why is Thunderbird garbage? He's kind of strong? No. Thunderbird is probably the second or maybe the single weakest defender in the entire game. You're better off playing Doc in every single aspect. Like there's... Unless Doc is banned, you shouldn't ever play Thunderbird. That's pretty much how it goes. And Doc is never banned, and you're not gonna play Thunderbird even if he was, because she's shit. So no. I certainly wouldn't ever want a Thunderbird on my team. If they buffed her healing, the issue is with healing in Siege is it's one-shot headshot. In more rounds than not, you just die, and healing wouldn't change the outcome of the round. And even if you were to get low health and get healed back to full, you're still a one-shot headshot death. So it still doesn't change anything, basically. But yeah. Ella impacts didn't do anything though. Ella's gun is the issue. They need to fix her gun before she becomes a playable operator. And her gadget is just really unreliable. It's still playable, like we saw Ella being played today in the Southeast Asia qualifier, whatever, MENA qualifier I was watching. But Ella is very wonky because the weapon is so shit. Yeah, I don't think headshots should kill through walls. I don't think headshots kill through barricades, windows, or walls. Well, barricades are both doors and windows. I think headshot should only one-shot headshot if you have a clean line of sight to your target. I would even go as far as to say I don't think every gun should one-shot headshot at any distance. Like, if you're spawn peeking 40 meters away, why is a P90 that does 22 damage before damage distance drop off? Why does that one-shot headshot? Well, that's just because bullshit, right? So if I were to be extreme about it, I don't think every gun should one-shot headshot, even with direct line of sight at every range. It would also make DMRs and snipers stronger because they would actually one-shot headshot at all times, but yeah. Solis and C, Solis got nerfed like crazy. You see here, if I go one up, Solis went from S tier 1, 2, 3 to C tier. So she went 3 ranks down. This was the nerf to Solis. The range got nerfed, the duration got nerfed, the recharge got nerfed, the impacts got removed. You can only reactivate the scanner when you have full energy. She got like 4 separate nerfs in one patch. She went from strongest defender in the entire game to one of the worst operators in the game, which is very sad. They over nerfed her. So I'm not really happy with what they did here. It's very dramatic. Like, imagine you're cooking a meal and it needs a bit of salt. And because it needs a bit of salt, you're gonna add pepper and paprika and ginger and garlic and rosemary. It's like all of a sudden you fucked it all up. It just needed salt. Solis just like needed maybe the impacts removed, maybe the she shouldn't be able to use her gadget in prep phase. That was the bottom line. She shouldn't be able to use her gadget in prep phase, and then maybe take away her impacts, or you make it hard to scan. You can't do all of it. That's just way too much. So I think impacts removed and the gadget not working in prep phase, and Solis would be like a B, sometimes A, sometimes C tier operator based on the map and the playstyle. And that's perfect. But nerfing her in 3 different ways is a problem. Just like when they buffed Lee Sin, they also buffed him in 3 different ways. He went from never played to being meta. Melusi went from almost never being played, well actually she was never played in high ranking competitive, to being played every single round. Because she was giving 2 buffs in one patch, both being major buffs, obviously. So aspects like that you have to be careful with. It's a fine line. I think it's safer and better if UB or any company for that matter, that they would buff it once and then see what happens, and then buff it again and then see what happens, than to just like slam it all at once, basically. That makes sense. Anyway, does anything else change? I don't think so. I think the rest stays the same. So this is the patch. This is new Blood mid-season. End of stage 1. This is the wrong thing. Added striker and sentry. Bang. This after SI. Or maybe they added here actually. No. Then I gotta fix this. It's live. Are we gaming? Are we video gaming?